Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go through, I've decided to go through problem 7.1, this programming problem. It's a little bit cumbersome in Excel. This really requires, for a large problem, it would require, doing some simple coding with loops. That's really that's what this comes from is computer science programming. This really lends itself well to optimizing or finding optimal solutions of nonlinear problems, which this is. And so I'm going to go through this. It's really not as bad using the spreadsheet. It's not as bad as doing it by hand, as the solutions manual shows. Okay, so let's make some definitions here. J is the level of investment this way, right? Where are we? And I is the stage or alternative, if you will. Where are we? The column that we're in. J is the row that we're in, basically. K is a counter, right? It goes, for this formula, it goes from, the first, for the initial to the current level investment. That's K. And then F is the cumulative return on investment at any given stage and level of investment. So, for example, I'm going to use this formula. Now watch that formula as I go through this, and you'll see how it works. And it's really, in Excel, it's once you get moving with this thing, it's really not as bad as you might think. All right, um, so first of all, what are the returns, cumulative returns on investment if we only invest in this first stage? Well, in that case, um, return on investment is just equal to whatever the returns table has in it, right? No other investments made, right? So those are the returns, the cumulative returns if we only stay in stage one, right? For stage two, and by the way, if we invest nothing in any of them, then the returns are always zero. So let's fill those in. But for this one, so this cell, I can either invest 0 in stage 1 and 10 in stage 2, or I can invest 10 in stage 1 and 0 in stage 2. Right? Either way, I have two paths that I can follow to get here where I am. All right, so what I'm going to do, so that the return here, the return on investment cumulative and in this cell is the maximum value of either coming from here or coming from here. And the way to get there is to use this formula. So I'm going to, the G's are up here in this table, and they start at 0 and go to wherever I am. And the F's are in the previous stage, and they are the returns, cumulative returns on investment from in the previous stage, starting from where I am and going to 0 up. All right, so you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. This isn't so bad. So I'm going to type in the max formula. The maximum of G, starting at the first level, right, plus, now the return on investment from the previous stage, starting at my current level, right, and then the max, again, incrementing G, there we are, whereas in this time I'm decrementing F in the previous stage, so I'm going here. Okay, now I can do the same thing here. Let's just stay in this column. So I'm going to do max, and I'll start up here. It's G starting at the beginning plus the return on investment where I am from the in the previous stage, and I'm going to increment G and decrement F. Increment G and decrement F, and I'm done with that one, right? I've reached 0. And I'm going to do the same thing. Max G F, increment G, decrement F, increment G, decrement F, and increment G, and decrement F. Okay, one more time I'll go through it slowly and then I'll finish this off. So max, I'm going to start at the bottom, G, and F where I am from in the previous stage. Increment G, decrement F, increment G, decrement F, increment G, decrement F. Oops. See, I almost screwed up there. Okay. And then increment G, decrement F, and that's the last one. That's where I was. Okay. And now I'm going to do this quickly without talking through it, so we can get through this. And just follow me along. I won't talk. See, I'm just incrementing G and decrementing F in each case. And then finally, oops. It goes pretty quickly once you get the hang of it. And now Excel is nice. It highlights which cells are in play, so it's easy to keep track of where you are. All right. So now the cool thing about Excel is, so what am I if I move this over to here? Really the row. Hold on here. Let me make sure. I already did this. So I'm gonna lock up the row. If I lock up the row and copy, then I get the correct formulae. I'm going to lock up that row, lock up the row here, and so on all the way down. And you can do this pretty quickly. You'll notice this is only taking just a few minutes to do this whole problem. I actually need to check the time. I don't want to go too long. Actually, this may be I may be doing a second video. I don't want to go more than just a few minutes in each one. We're almost done here. Oops, this one I screwed up. I only want the row locked. You have to be careful there. See, I went too quickly and I was talking while I'm doing this. I only want the row locked. What the heck happened here? All right, boy, I haven't been paying attention. Wait a minute. Hold on. All right, there we go. So I have all the rows locked, except for this last one. I have to do this one. Okay, I'm going to just lock the rows. And we're done. Okay, so now I can copy these formulas. And you'll notice if you check this with the answer key, you'll see that this is the correct table of returns. Now, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how to track. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of manual labor here, but not too bad. You know, we were able to look at 8 different levels of investment for 4 different alternatives. That's not bad. In 10 minutes, 11 minutes, we found the maximum rate of return ends here, and or the maximum returns ends here. So what I want to know is what was the path that I used to get here. Okay, so I'm going to start another video, and we'll start here and continue. And I'll show you how to do this the way I found to do this. There may be easier ways, but the way I found to do this is a little bit labor intensive, but that's okay.